Hold on to your popcorn because the juiciest Hollywood breakup of 2025 just detonated, and it's a wild, drama-drenched saga that'll glue you to your screen. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, the A-list power couple who've been setting hearts ablaze since their flirty, burger-stealing meet-cute at a 2016 Golden Globes after-party, have officially called it quits after nearly a decade of red-hot romance, steamy scandals, and tear-soaked moments. From that infamous naked paddleboard escapade in Italy to a swoon-worthy Valentine's Day proposal in 2019, these two were the epitome of #couple goals, serving up a love story so intense it could have been ripped from a Katy Perry music video. But behind the glitz, glamour, and Instagram-perfect moments, dark clouds were gathering. Cracks that widened into a chasm by June 26, 2025, when Us Weekly dropped the bombshell, Katy and Orlando are done. What drove this iconic duo to the brink? Was it Katy's jaw-dropping $20 million Blue Origin space trip that sent Orlando into a jealous tailspin? Or perhaps the whispers of tension over her flopping 143 album and chaotic Lifetimes tour? Maybe it was Orlando's suspiciously solo appearance at Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's lavish Venice wedding that pushed Katy over the edge. The tea is scalding hot, and we're spilling every sordid detail of the secret fights, betrayals, and heartbreak that shattered Tinseltown's favorite love story. From cryptic social media shade to explosive arguments over their daughter Daisy, this is the unfiltered, no-holds-barred tale of Katy and Orlando's cataclysmic end. Grab a snack, hit that subscribe button, and buckle up for a roller coaster of drama. You won't want to look away. Let's rewind to January 2016, when the pop princess and the Pirates of the Caribbean heartthrob locked eyes over a stolen In-N-Out burger at a Golden Globes after-party. Katy, fresh off her Prism era and reigning as pop royalty with hits like Roar and Dark Horse, was at the peak of her game. A firecracker in a glittery dress commanding every room she entered. Orlando, the chiseled British actor who'd charmed audiences as Legolas in Lord of the Rings and Will Turner in Pirates, was no stranger to the spotlight either. Their chemistry was electric, sparking faster than a Katy Perry beat drop. By spring, they were spotted canoodling at Coachella, whispering sweet nothings under the desert stars, their hands intertwined as they swayed to music. The tabloids couldn't get enough, splashing headlines like Katy's new beau across every cover. Their early days were a whirlwind of romance, jet-setting to exotic locales like Tokyo and Paris, cozy date nights at Nobu, and that unforgettable summer vacation in Sardinia in 2016, where Orlando made global headlines by bearing it all on a paddleboard. Yes, those viral photos, uncensored shots of Orlando paddleboarding au naturel while Katy lounged nearby, sent the internet into a frenzy, with tabloids screaming Orlando's cheeky getaway, and fans buzzing with a mix of shock and awe. The moment cemented them as Hollywood's boldest couple, unafraid to live out loud. By 2017, Katy and Orlando were the golden duo, strutting down red carpets like the Amphar Gala in Cannes with megawatt smiles and undeniable chemistry. Their appearances were pure magic. Katy in a sparkling Marchesa gown, Orlando in a tailored tux, their arms wrapped around each other like they were starring in their own rom-com. But beneath the surface, trouble was brewing. Their schedules were a logistical nightmare. Katy was deep in her Witness album cycle, crisscrossing the globe for promo events and performances, while Orlando was filming projects like Smart Chase in China. The distance took its toll, and insiders whispered about heated arguments over time apart. In February 2017, the bombshell dropped. They announced a break, leaving fans devastated. Katy later opened up on Call Her Daddy in 2024, calling the split seismic, a gut punch that left her questioning everything. "I was broken," she admitted, her voice cracking as she described the pain of losing her soulmate. Orlando, too, struggled, retreating to reflect on his priorities. But like a plot twist in a blockbuster, their love story wasn't over. In 2018, both attended the Hoffman Process, a week-long therapy retreat designed to unpack emotional baggage. "It was like hitting reset on our souls," Katy said, crediting the experience with helping them rebuild. By early 2018, they were back together, spotted kissing at a Maldives resort and looking more in love than ever. Their reconciliation felt like a Hollywood miracle. On Valentine's Day 2019, Orlando pulled out all the stops, proposing to Katy in a helicopter hovering over Los Angeles. The city lit up below like a scene from La La Land. The ring, a $5 million flower-shaped diamond with a pink center, was pure Katy, bold and vibrant. She said yes, and the world swooned, with tabloids dubbing it the proposal of the year. Their joy doubled in August 2020 with the birth of their daughter, Daisy Dove Bloom, a name that nodded to Katy's love for whimsy and Orlando's earthy charm. Photos of the couple pushing Daisy's stroller in Santa Barbara or sharing ice cream cones painted a picture of domestic bliss. Katy gushed about Orlando's dad bod on Ellen, joking that his new softness was hotter than his Pirates days. Orlando, in turn, called Katy his rock in a 2022 Variety interview, praising her strength as a mom. For a moment, it seemed like they'd cracked the code to forever. But even the brightest stars can dim. The COVID-19 pandemic threw a wrench in their plans, forcing them to postpone their lavish Japan wedding slated for 2020. Lockdown brought them closer as they hunkered down in Montecito, but it also piled on new pressures. Raising a newborn while balancing Katy's American Idol judging gigs and Orlando's filming for The Cut was no easy feat. Insiders told People in 2023 that their priorities were drifting apart. Orlando craved a quieter life, envisioning family dinners and school runs in their $30 million Montecito mansion, while Katy was laser-focused on her career, plotting a comeback to reclaim her pop throne. He wanted roots. She wanted wings, a source dished. Still, they put on a united front, with Katy sharing adorable family snaps and Orlando hyping her up at American Idol tapings. But by 2024, the cracks were undeniable. Katy's 143rd album, billed as her big return after Smile, crashed hard, earning a brutal 38 out of 100 on Metacritic and scathing reviews calling it out of touch. Her Lifetime's tour, meant to be a global victory lap, was a mess. Low ticket sales, half-empty venues, and logistical snafus plagued stops from London to Sydney. Fans were ruthless, lamenting the loss of her teenage dream magic, while critics tore into her for trying too hard. Orlando, meanwhile, was thriving. Fresh off roles in Gran Turismo and The Cut, he was landing high-profile projects and rubbing elbows with billionaires like Jeff Bezos at elite events. Sources say Katy felt left behind, like she was fighting a losing battle to stay relevant while Orlando coasted on his charm. The tension boiled over with Katy's most controversial move yet, a $20 million Blue Origin space trip in April 2025. The stunt, meant to cement her as a boundary-pushing icon, backfired spectacularly. Orlando, according to In Touch, was furious, calling it a reckless PR move and begging her to reconsider for Daisy's sake. He thought it was dangerous and selfish, a source revealed. Katy, defiant as ever, blasted off anyway, sharing ethereal photos from orbit and cryptic captions about chasing stars, not shadows. Fans speculated the posts were a jab at Orlando's disapproval, and the rift grew into a canyon. By fall 2024, the rumor mill was in overdrive. Katy made headlines again by listing their Montecito mansion for rent to Chris Pratt and Katherine Schwarzenegger for a staggering $30 million. The move stunned Hollywood. Why would she rent out their family home, the place meant to be Daisy's sanctuary? Insiders told Daily Mail that Orlando had already moved out, crashing at a friend's LA pad while Katy stayed on the road with her tour. The final straw came in June 2025 when Orlando jetted off to Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's star-studded Venice wedding without Katy, who was performing in Australia. Despite Katy's close friendship with Sanchez, Orlando's solo appearance felt like a betrayal. Paparazzi caught him dancing and laughing with A-listers like Salma Hayek, Robert Downey Jr., and Leonardo DiCaprio, looking like he didn't have a care in the world. Meanwhile, Katy was spotted looking emotional backstage at her Sydney show, fueling rumors of a split. Her cryptic post during the wedding weekend, "Some stars shine alone," sent tabloids into a frenzy with headlines screaming, "Katy shades Orlando and wedding snub ends it all." Sources told Daily Mail that Orlando's decision to attend without Katy was a slap in the face, especially since she'd rearranged her tour schedule to support Sanchez in the past. On June 26, 2025, Us Weekly confirmed the breakup, citing irreconcilable differences and growing apart. Insiders spilled that Orlando felt Katy was chasing fame over family, prioritizing her career over their life with Daisy. Katy, on the other hand, believed Orlando was unsupportive, dismissing her dreams and siding with his billionaire buddies. The space trip and wedding snub were just the tip of the iceberg. Sources hinted at explosive arguments over Daisy's upbringing, Katy's refusal to slow down, and Orlando's growing discomfort with her larger-than-life persona. "They love each other, but they're in different universes now," a friend told People. One telling detail: despite 6 years of engagement, they never set a wedding date, a sign, insiders say, that their commitment was faltering long before the public caught on. In the aftermath, Katy and Orlando are keeping it civil for their 5-year-old daughter, Daisy. Sources say they're committed to co-parenting, with Katy splitting her time between tour stops and Montecito, and Orlando staying close to Daisy in LA. Katy's thrown herself into her music, teasing a deluxe 143 re-release to prove the haters wrong, and doubling down on her tour to salvage her comeback. She's been spotted in the studio with leaked notebook pages revealing lyrics like "Lost my orbit, but I'm still a star," hinting at a breakup anthem in the works. Orlando, meanwhile, is living his best life, spotted surfing in Malibu and grabbing headlines for a night out with a mysterious brunette at an LA hotspot, though sources insist it's platonic for now. Fans are divided. Some slam Orlando for abandoning Katy during her career struggles, while others think Katy's ego pushed him away. The internet is a war zone of opinions, with fans flooding comment sections with heartbreak, anger, and wild theories. Some speculate Orlando's new billionaire circle, including Bezos, has him chasing a different lifestyle, while others believe Katy's space trip was a calculated stunt to distract from the split. Tabloids are having a field day, with Daily Mail running headlines like "Katy's Cosmic Meltdown" and TMZ fueling rumors of a custody battle over Daisy, though sources deny any legal drama. Fashion sleuths even claim Katy's tour outfits, single rings instead of her engagement sparkler, are coded messages of independence. Could there be a reconciliation? Their 2018 comeback after the 2017 split gives fans hope, but insiders aren't optimistic. 6 years, no wedding. That's not a love story, it's a stalemate, a source told In Touch. Katy's pouring her pain into her music, with whispers of a Prism-style emotional album on the horizon. Orlando, meanwhile, is eyeing a return to blockbuster films, with rumors of a Pirates of the Caribbean reboot swirling. Both are moving forward, but the world's still watching, hungry for every twist in this saga. This breakup isn't just a Hollywood split, it's a cultural earthquake, a clash of fame, family, and ambition that's got everyone buzzing. Will Katy rise from the ashes with a chart-topping banger? Will Orlando find love again or fight to win her back? One thing's certain, the drama is far from over. So what's your take? Team Katy, Team Orlando, or just here for the tea? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for the latest on this sizzling scandal. You don't want to miss what happens next.